Dear friends, I'm sorry I cannot join you in person or live for this Human Rights Defenders Day event to mark 6 years since the abduction of Idris Khattak. In that time, he has been subjected to enforced disappearance, unlawful detention, torture, and ill treatment and long-term imprisonment. Over the past 6 years, my colleagues in UN Special Procedures and I have written 4 times to the government of Pakistan highlighting our concerns about his case and published 2 press releases, most recently in December of last year, where we called for his release. The authorities have not responded to our 2 most recent allegation letters. Long-term imprisonment of human rights defenders has been one of the priorities of my term as mandate holder because I believe it to be one of the cruelest forms of punishment for peaceful activism. As the years crawl by and the imprisoned defender's name fades from the headlines and the priorities of campaigning organizations, it is most often left to their family members to try to rally support and continued attention to their case. I know Idris's daughter Talia is also speaking today, and I want to pay tribute to her, her sisters, and the rest of the family for their unrelenting advocacy on their father's case. It is so difficult to understand the pain of family members of imprisoned human rights defenders, especially in opaque systems where human rights violations routinely occur. I was really struck by Talia's words in an interview recently, where she shared how the well-being of her father remains at the forefront of her thoughts on a day-to-day basis. She said, "Whenever I go to sleep, I wonder if they let my father sleep. When I eat, I wonder if they give him food." I would like to acknowledge also the NGOs involving in organizing today's event: Freedom House, Amnesty International, and the McCain Institute, to make sure that Idris's name is not forgotten and that 6 years later, the calls for his release remain as strong as ever. I encourage you to continue these efforts for however long it takes to have Idris released from his unjust imprisonment. And finally, once again, I renew my calls on the Pakistani authorities to release Idris, given the weight of evidence that suggests he is being punished for his peaceful human rights advocacy. As Pakistan prepares to take its seat on the Human Rights Council in January, it could powerfully demonstrate its commitment to the values of the Council by freeing Idris and all other human rights defenders in Pakistan serving time in prison for their commitment to helping realize the rights articulated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Thank you.